Good morning YouTube. We've still not got the parts yet from Tegra to finish off our last video, which was the detent springs and stuff, which we'll be finishing later today. We're waiting on a delivery. In the meantime, I thought we'll do a headlight restoration on this because time wasting and all that. So my headlights have started to go yellow. I'll show you. Don't judge me on the car, it's a bit dirty. So headlights have started to go just start to go yellow again, as you can see from that. So what we're going to do is we're going to mask these up, and I'll do a little hyperlapse on me doing that, and we're going to wet and dry them. We're going to get some wet and dry on there. I'm going to get the machine polisher out afterwards and give them a nice good polishing up, and then we are going to ceramic coat them twice in fact. So let's get it on. So what we've done, we've just masked this up roughly. We've done it on a dirty car as well, so the masking tape will come off easier. If you do it on a clean car, especially if your car's red, you may take your lacquer off, as somebody did last week. Sorry Aaron. Then we've done the other side there. Okie dokie, now we're going to find somewhere to put you, and we're going to attack this with some wet and dry. So we're going to start off with some 800 grit and some water, and we're going to just give these a good Doesn't take long to do this at all. You just got to have the courage to attack it and the correct tools. So you've with the 800, because it's a harder grit, you've actually left lines, scoring, marring in the actual plastic. 1200's a finer grit, so what you're doing there is you're flattening all those out. So 1200. We'll judge it from there. I think that's looking pretty good. Give it a little bit more 1200. I thought I had some 1500, but I don't. 1200 is the smoothest I've got. Right. And what you'll expect to see is sort of a cloudy effect when these are dry. This is obviously wet at the moment, but when these dry up, you'll get a cloudy effect. That's part of the process. Don't panic. Over them a couple of times. I've took all the yellow off with the initial hard polish. It's all part of the process. Right, so what we'll do is we'll give it another quick rinse off. We're going to get a towel just to dry that off. Right, we're back. So I've just got some more tools and materials, so I'll just show you what's happening. So once you dry these, you'll get like a hazed effect where you've just run the wet dry off. You'll see that as it dries. Yeah, the top's drying already. Look, see that hazing effect? That's where you've sanded. We've just flattened them off and they're nice and smooth. Right, back to it. What we're going to do now is we're going to run over them with the machine polisher. You can polish these by hand, by all means. It's going to take you longer. But I don't like doing the jobs the hard way. I'd rather get machine polisher on it. So, machine polisher, I've got a battery powered machine polisher here. We're just going to prep this pad up. nice and oiled. And then we're going to attack it with a it's sort of a medium to heavy grade compound. Right, let's see how that looks. Yeah. Right, so you people have watched that and you've seen the entire process. I'll show you how it looks. Just going to compare it to the passenger side. Yeah. We'll move over. How's that, people? Need maybe one more pass with the polisher just to take off the little tiny polishing marks, or the scoring marks even, and then we're as good as new. We'll go back over here. Huge difference, isn't there? Right, so that is how you restore a headlight properly. The next thing I will mention though is coating them. Coating them, as far as I can envisage, there's 4 options if you want to do it quickly. So the worst option is to just leave them like that. Basically what you've sanded off there is the UV coating. It protects the headlights, protects the plastic, stops it going yellow, stops it fading. So we've just taken a big chunk of that off. So you don't want to leave it. Second option is to wax or ceramic coat, effectively. Waxing, you'd have to do it every couple of months to stop it reverting, and ceramic coating, just go by the manufacturer's guidance on that one. Yearly for me in my case, but I'm going to apply a couple of coats this time. Third or fourth option, where are we? Oh yeah, third option is to lacquer them. Now lacquering is great. That's probably the best option to do. It's a little bit harder because obviously you've got to mask up the entire car to do all that. We'll take the headlights off, preferably, to get them lacquered up. Lacquering is the way forward. The only problem with lacquering is that it chips, with stone chips, and then those little bits revert. You get the build up underneath, the whole lacquer lifts, whatever. The battle with old headlights. The fourth option, probably the best option, PPF or tinting film. Now, I'm not a fan of tinting films. They reduce your light output at night. I'm just not a fan of the look, especially on this. Maybe if I had a black one or a red one, maybe, but not on this. I'm not going to be tinting film it. But you can get a clear film called PPF, paint protection film, that can go on headlights as well. That has a UV protection in it, so that is a definite option, PPF. So I'm going to ceramic coat mine, but I'm going to look into getting them PPF'd, because the Xenons, stock Xenons, are about £500 for the pair. But that is it. That is all there is to it. I'll show another video of me coating these up afterwards, and where the polish has actually come off the headlight and around that area, I am just going to add a little bit more ceramic around that as well. But yeah, great. Cheers, guys. One little thing that I will like to mention, especially for you Milano boys that need to do this, once you've masked your car up, you can already see how I'm going to take this masking tape off from the previous bits in the video. Wet it. Wet that masking tape, let it soak in. It will peel off without damaging any of your lacquer. That is the way forward, boys. Right, I've just polished this again, so that's why it's looking cloudy, but there we go. So there's a few little marks on it, but for the age, I think that is looking super duper when you compare it to that. I think we'll leave it there. Nice quick video for you. Get your ceramic on, get whatever on afterwards, make sure it's as long as possible, so otherwise you're going to be doing it again. Thank you.